Oh, good morning, everyone. How was your weekend? I hope it was good. Mine was actually all right. Wasn't bad. Never did get around to cleaning my desk, which I should probably do today. In any case, it is Moonology Monday, and I do have your Moonology manifestation deck here, which we're going to be using on high notes in a little bit. I also have post-nasal drip again, so fun times. Anyway, I decided not to go with tarot for today, so we're just going to be going with Moonology manifestations, and we're going to kind of just leave it at that. We're going to make it real simple today. I don't want to keep you too long, although I do appreciate you showing up and, enjoying the readings with us. And if necessary, we'll come back, and if we need a little more clarification, we'll draw 3 more cards. That's what this space is for. Alright? So anyway, before I begin, I want to start by reminding everyone that today's Memorial Day. Not that you didn't already know that. Today in the United States, we remember those who didn't come back home. We remember those who fought bravely, and we remember why. And we don't let their sacrifice be for nothing. So right now, we're just going to take a little moment of silence in memory of those brave warriors who never came back home. Alright. If you actually stuck through that full minute of silence, I thank you for doing so. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get right down to it. We are in a new moon in Gemini, and we're looking at today and what we're going to be seeing today, what we're going to be kind of doing, because now is a good time to begin your manifestations again. And I hope that you're all doing them. I hope that you're keeping them in mind. I hope that you have some kind of system for stating your intentions, releasing them to the gods, to the universe, whatever that looks like to you. And then recognizing the doors that open for you to walk through to get to your goals. Those pathways that just suddenly pop up out of nowhere. So let's do it. How do we do that? Starting with you. So this one is a new moon in Taurus, but it says know your worth. That is a great place to start anywhere. No matter what it is, know what you're worth. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, there are certain places that you may notice. Well, let's talk work, because we're all off of work right now, or most of us are. And if you're off of work right now, or you're looking at your job, if you're looking at your job going, you know what, I'm worth way more than this. Well, I hope you're right. Because if you're worth more than that, you should be going out and getting it. No exceptions. You should be getting what you're worth. Let me tell you something. Right now, where I work, there is an extremely high turnover rate. Do you want to know why? Because people know that once they have these skills, whether they're entry level or they're more advanced, they can go just about anywhere. Right now, many of those just entering this type of job that I do, which is I'm a pharmacy technician by that's what I do for a living. Many people are leaving that because they realize they're putting up with a ton of stress for minimum wage. Yeah, they may be getting paid $15 an hour, but they're like, I can go build sandwiches for $15 an hour. It'd be a lot less stressful. I can go jockey a register somewhere for $15 an hour, and it'd be a lot less stressful. And they're right. The reason that they're doing that is because they know what they're worth and they're going to go get it. If someone knows what they're worth, there's no stopping them from getting it. Understand? Know what you are worth and go get it. Let's take a look at these cards right now. So how do we get what we're worth? It's as good a message as any, and it's a very clear message from the very start. First thing you have to do is you do have to attune to the divine. Now, whether this is meditation, prayer, whatever this looks like to you, this is where you start. You do have to look inward. Remember, that was a big theme that kept popping up last week. Now you really have to do that. You have to attune yourself to the divine, both inside and outside of you. The next thing you have to do, push through any of that insecurity. I'm serious right here. This is where you decide that since everything you want is on the other side of your fear can no longer stand in your way. But you have to make that decision. Let me tell you something. The divine doesn't give a damn about fear. It doesn't concern itself with fear. And it certainly doesn't settle for fear. Remember, the gods, your gods, the universe, the divine, the creator, all of it, whatever it looks like to you, wants the absolute best for you. But sometimes your mind is like, oh, I can't do that. What if they laugh at me? So what? Fuck them. Remember last week, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was even in the big weekend reading. And if you're missing that, I noticed some people are missing these readings. You guys kind of show up pretty strong for the first 2-3 days of the week, and then it just kind of falls off. If you're missing those, you're really missing out on a lot because everything builds up. And if you're not missing those, well, then you're really doing yourself a real service there. Because in the last reading, we talked a lot about, those gifts that you're given. We talked about making use of them. We talked about being a little generous at times, putting those gifts to work for you. Committing to that kind of a goal. Kind of inserting yourself wherever that path of least resistance is. You can find it, and then you just slip right into it. And being loyal to what you love most. That was the big takeaway from the last reading. So, being loyal to what you love has no room for fear or insecurity. And then finally, once you've dealt with that, and you find that thing that lights you up from within, it's all about shining. Odd that we have 3 new moons in this deck, in this reading today. 3 of them. 3 new moons. 1 in Pisces, 1 in Taurus, 1 in Leo. We're in the middle of a new moon in Gemini. As a matter of fact, let's just draw one more card. I just want to say something. And 2 first quarter moons. 1 in Cancer, 1 in Leo. And here's the thing. It's okay to shine. But just remember where it came from. It's okay to achieve and aspire to achieve greatness. But remember your beginnings. Always remember them, because, and this is the biggest message I'm getting right now, the toes that you step on the way up are connected to the asses you will kiss on the way down. A lot of people are finding that out. They're finding it out right now. And guess what? They're not having such a good time of it. They crushed a lot of toes on the way up. Now they find out they're on the way down. And they're blaming the world around them. They're lashing out. Well, I think it's pretty needless to say that not one of them is grateful for the opportunity, because many of them squandered opportunities. Don't be doing that. Definitely don't squander any opportunities. Don't waste what you work to build. It may not be perfect, but it doesn't have to be. It just has to work. It has to work for you. And in order for it to be a success, it has to work for many others as well. So always remember, make use of your gifts. Go out and get what you're worth, but remember to be humble about it. Shove through those fears and insecurities. Tune yourself into the divine. Meditate a little bit. Go touch grass. Get outside for a while. I'm thinking I might do that today. Don't know. But one thing is for certain, I will be appearing on our tribal podcast. I hope that you'll tune in once that's done. Also, I don't know if it's going to happen tonight, but if it does, on the Basic Expert live stream tonight, I'm probably going to be in the chat hanging out. Maybe I'll hop on and do some voice chatting as well. I don't know yet. Don't know how that's going to work out, but I will be there. And I will be chatting, so feel free to come on in and hang out with me if you would like. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing in, get it out to you. Just remember, sorry, man, I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Really take care of yourself today. Always do what lights you up. And as always, shine on.